Hey everyone, I'm back on live stream now, so hopefully you can see me clearly and you can hear me clearly. Alright, so just let me know before I start with the live stream. I'm at the coffee shop right now because I have someone in my apartment that's helping me to clean and I didn't want to get in her way, so I was like, okay, cool. Let me come and chill by the coffee shop so I don't stand in her way. So I decided to live stream and talk to you guys while I wait. So I don't have a planned lecture for today, so you guys can just feel free to ask me any questions about the occult and the left-hand path. All right. Let me know if you guys can hear me and see me. Let me know if you guys can hear me and see me. Gio Castillo says, I'm being taken to court by a jealous landlord. Any tips? My first time going to court. Gio, I do have Spellwork in order for you to win court cases, right? So you can reach out to me, but obviously I don't do this work for free, right? Otherwise, I'd say contact one of the Goetic demons that's well versed in legalities, right? So that can be like an earthly demon, like Lord Belial, or even King Clonic, right? Or even Prince Sire. Prince Sire is more air element, but he's just good with helping you navigate and swift through very difficult circumstances and situations that you can find yourself in, right? So if you want to win a court case, he can connect you maybe with the right lawyer or the right lawyer that you can talk to get this landlord off of your back, right? So that's why I'm saying Prince Sire can help you with that. Otherwise, go to Lord Belial, go to King Clonic. Any practical earthly demon will help you in that situation, all right? Yes, Lord OC, Belial is good for court. Exactly, I mentioned Belial. Go to Lord Belial or go to King Clonic. One of the two, or Prince Sire can also help connect you with the right lawyer that you can speak to win the court case. All right. All right. So great to see you all in here. Thank you for being in here. So if you guys have any questions about the left-hand path, feel free to ask me. I do not have a planned lecture for this live stream because I woke up today and one of my helpers came through to clean my apartment and I decided to step out of the apartment and just come to the coffee shop here to not be in her way while she's cleaning. So I was like, hey, let me enjoy some coffee and live stream and talk to you guys. So you know let's chill, let's hang out, guys, let's hang out. I hope you guys are doing well as well. I hope that everything is going well on your guys' side, and happy Friday, happy weekend. You say you waited for my live yesterday. I don't live stream every day. I live stream when I have the time to and when I have the energy to. Because I'm a very busy woman. I'm a very, very busy woman. Yesterday I was all over the place. I was going to the shops. I was doing consultations. I do my martial arts. I have to prepare the material for my live streams. There's like pre-live stream preparation that I have to do to write down the information and get the content ideas. And I am always busy. I'm answering emails. I'm always busy. So I don't live stream every day. You say I seem much healthier and happier from when I first moved out of my parents' house. Yeah. No, my parents were heavy energy vampires. When I started microdosing, I got a dream of my electricity tab going on red, my meter tab going on red, and my mom was in the room with all the lights on. She had the iron on, she had the stove on, she had the geyser on, she had everything on, which signaled to me that she was using me as a battery. She was using my energy, my mom, using me as a battery. That's the revelation I got out of that dream. So my meter tab, where you pay electricity, when it hits red, it means that the electricity is like off. Like you need to top it up. When it's green, it's full. So my meter tab was red, and my mom was there with all the appliances on, ironing, cooking, geyser on, everything. She was feeding off of me. That's the dream I got when I started microdosing. Crazy, right? So my parents were heavy energy vampires. Heavy energy vampires. I feel you on that. Many people have used me as a battery. Yeah, I'm sure, Gio, I'm sure you have your own experiences with psychic vampirism, especially when you're walking the left-hand path. You are opening your auric field to negative energies, and negative energies are very vampiric. You know, when you're working with Lilith, you're working with Belial, you're working with Asmodeus, they're all very vampiric energies. So naturally, a consequence of working with darker energies is that you may experience energy harvesting from not only spirits but people around you. All right? It's just one of the consequences that happen when you work with dark forces. It's just like a side effect. Is it possible for a black magician to make a pact with Lucifer on your behalf if you have never evoked on your own before? Yes, I do this for my clients, Loops. So you can email me and I can sort that out for you. All right. But obviously, I don't do it for free. I don't do my services for free. But I can make a pact with you for Lucifer. All right. I can do it on behalf of you. Just reach out to me in my email. All right. Lord OC says, if you give me a wrench, I'll help you moderate the spam in the chat. Okay, Lord OC, I'll make you a moderator. Thank you for volunteering. Okay, Lord OC, I've done that. I've made you a moderator, so feel free to help out with any weird people in the chat. Goofy Doofy says, have I worked with Lucifer? What is he like? Yes, I have. Lucifer is very difficult to work with because he is a dark energy, right? So he's going to bring on full-on ego deaths the more you work with him, right? So Lucifer is at the top of the tree of death. So his perception of reality is beyond the normal human perception. Most human beings are trapped in samsara, so they have the perception of only the 3D world. So when you work with Lucifer, he wants to enlighten you, because Lucifer is the what's it called? He's the morning star, right? He's the light bringer, the light bearer. Okay, so Lucifer wants to enlighten you through dark experiences, through negative experiences. These negative experiences that you experience when you walk the left-hand path, you go through the tree of death, are there to bring you truth. As harsh as the experiences are, they enlighten you, right? So Lucifer will put you through all these trials and tribulations to kill off your ego, not in like we have to go through ego death and kill off our ego completely. No, it's more like you're refining your ego, right? So when you're working with the demons in the tree of death, you're refining your ego and and making your ego stretch, like you're taking on the perception of reality of a god or a goddess and not a human. So Lucifer wants to stretch your perception of reality. That process that you go through is not going to be easy, right? It's internal alchemy. It's very difficult. So Lucifer is a tough father figure to work with. He is the divine masculine. Some people say he is the divine feminine, right? I can see him as both. Truthfully speaking, I can see him as both. So yeah, make sure that if you want to call on Lucifer, that you are ready to work with him, because his energy is not an easy energy to work with. All right. By the end of you working with Lucifer, you're going to be as pure as a child, as pure as a little child. Prince asks, where am I from? I was born in Zambia, but I grew up in South Africa. So right now, I'm currently in South Africa. Lord Osi, you're asking if I can share my experience in Thamael with Satan and Moloch. Please get my book, The Devil's Mark. I share all my clipothic experiences in there. All right, so just get my book, The Devil's Mark. It is on Amazon. All my experiences, pathworking the tree of death and shifting from clipper to clipper to clipper, is in there. All right. Goofy, you ask, is Lucifer male or female? I said this before, that Lucifer can be both energies, right? He is both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Lord OC says right. Lucifer is both, 100%. Lucifer is both energies. Marie asks, what is evil? In my opinion, evil is the absence of light. All right. It's the absence of light. Because evil can only exist on a low frequency, on a negative frequency, right? So when you have no light, evil can thrive, right? That's why you find ignorant people do the most evil, because they don't have any knowledge of good and evil. They have no morals, no virtue, right? They exist on a very dense level, right? Evil can only exist where reality is made dense. So in the 3D, there's a lot of evil in the 3D because the 3D is low frequency. In the higher worlds, higher realms, because there's a lot of light there, evil cannot exist. I have a question yesterday about offerings. Does the invoker consume offerings to demon, or should it be destroyed while it is offered? That's up to you and your relationship with the demon that you're working with. I tend to give my offerings to the earth, right? So once the offerings are consumed by the spirit that I'm working with, I then leave my offerings out in nature. And it's usually by a tree. You can leave it by a lake, right? Like, for example, if you gave an offering of wine or water, you can pour that wine into the earth, right? Pour it into the earth when you're done. Or water, you can give it back to the lake or to a dam or to a river, right? Let it be absorbed back into nature, your offerings. It's more powerful that way. But if you want to consume your offerings and you've gotten permission from the demon or spirit that you work with to consume your offerings, I say do it. I don't think either way is bad. It just depends on the spirit that you're working with. So ask the spirit that you're working with for permission. Ask them, what do you want me to do with these offerings? All right, and they'll answer you, whether through a dream or a synchronicity that, hey, you can eat the offerings or whatever. But I tend to throw it or give it back to nature. Lord OC says, for sure, I'm going to definitely check out that. You're referring to my book. By the way, I had a dream that Azazel presented himself as my demonic father. That's amazing. I'm thinking we have the same patron, possibly spiritually akin. That's beautiful, Lord OC. And Azazel is such an amazing patron. All right, so all the best with building your relationship with him. Spend time with him and he'll reveal himself to you more and more. He loves to communicate through dreams. I've had many dreams with Azazel, right? His primary method of communication is through dreams. I haven't really had other experiences with him in the waking world. It's mainly through dreams. So that's how I know that he is connecting with you. All right. So all the best with building your relationship with Azazel. He's a beautiful energy to work with. He's also very selective with who he works with, by the way. So if he's reaching out to you and revealing to you that he's your patron, then he really loves you. He really, really loves you. All right. Azazel he loves Martian activities. So Lord OC, if you can do things like martial arts or something to do with warfare for him, like um, you learn martial arts, you learn self-defense. He would love that. He loves that as an offering. He loves, because remember, he is a war deity. He taught people how to make tools, right? He taught people how to make tools back in the day, like in ancient times. He taught people how to make warfare tools and all of that. So you can give him any Martian things as an offering towards him. Even just working with your black flame is a great offering for him. All right. Yogini K says, have I ever prayed to or worked with Shiva, Ganesha, Krishna, Vishnu, Lakshmi? Yes, Yogini K, I've worked with Shiva and I've worked with Ganesha. Very, very powerful energies. I've already made videos on my YouTube channel about Shiva and Ganesha, so please just scroll through my channel to find that content. But I can also make a separate live stream talking about the Hindu gods and goddesses in particular, right? Because it's a lot of information. It's a lot of information. And I can go on and on and on about it. So I'll dedicate a live stream just talking about Hindu gods and goddesses, all right? So Yogini K, just look out for that live stream soon. Serge says, hi Tamara, blessings your way. Thank you, Serge. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Whew. Okay, so let's answer more questions while I'm here at the coffee shop. Goofy, you say thank you, Tamara, for everything you do, and I've bought your book too. Thank you, Goofy. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yogini K says, do I have videos about Lilith? You say that she came to you in a dream. Yes, I do. Just, guys, a lot of these spirits that you're asking, I've already spoken about in a lot of my older content. So you just have to look through my YouTube channel, go to my older videos, or just sift through my playlists, my live streams, and you'll find videos of me talking about Lilith or just the dark gods and goddesses in general. All right. Even Ganesha and Shiva, I've spoken about them. You just have to search through my channel. All right. Kennedy says, please talk about angels and how to view them. I saw that you mentioned it in your book, please. Kennedy, please go watch my live stream. I called it the difference between the right-hand path, the middle path, and the left-hand path. I talk all about angels in that live stream and how I personally see them. All right? So angels to me work for Yahweh. Yahweh is the false light at Ketha, the false light god, the demiurge. So angels to me are very archonic. They're very deceptive in nature. They don't free you from samsara the way that the demons do. All right? The demons show you the truth, right? The demons give you real enlightenment. Angels don't. Angels keep you clinging to the false material world. But I've already broke that down in my previous live stream titled The Difference Between the Right, the Middle, and the Left-Hand Path. All right? So when you're path working the tree of life, all you're doing is you're merging with the false light source at Ketha, right? And after death, you will be met by these false light entities, such as astral egregores. It could be an angel, it could be Jesus, it could be Muhammad from Islam. And these false light egregores, these astral egregores, take you to counterfeit heavens in the afterlife in order to still continue to feed off of you energetically. They take you to false heavens in the afterlife. So you're still trapped in the wheel of samsara, right? The tree of life does not free you. So you'll enjoy your time there in the counterfeit heavens, and then you'll reincarnate back on earth, starting or beginning again at Malkuth. And depending on your karma, you could come back as an animal, as a hungry ghost, as a hull being, or a human, depending on your karma. So angels are very samsaric beings. They don't free you from this hell world. Because we dwell in hell, you have to go to the demons to free yourself, because the demons are the gatekeepers of the 3D world, of the hell realm. So you have to face your demons, that being lust, greed, wrath, pride, gluttony, envy. You have to face all of that. And there's a demon that rules over each of those 7 deadly sins, right? You have to face it off in the tree of death and earn your way out of here. Earn your enlightenment by reaching your daemon, your higher self. You could say your Luciferian aspect, right? Demons help you to do that. Angels don't. Angels keep you trapped down here. So I hope that helped you, Kennedy. I hope that answer helped you. Thank you, Tamara. I'm a lifelong martial artist and ex-Marine. I was a machine gunner. I'm getting into the black flame for sure. Yes, you're talking about Azazel, Lord OC. That's why Azazel's your patron. Oh, Lord OC, it makes so much sense. You were already doing martial arts and you were an ex-Marine. So I'm not surprised that Azazel's your patron. You've already devoted your life to him before you were even aware, which tells me that you probably have past life connections with Azazel, right? You probably come from his domain, his kingdom in the underworld. You are his kin, all right? You are definitely connected to him heavily. So that's amazing, Lord OC. You say it would be amazing if we could train together someday. It would be, definitely. What type of martial arts do you do, Lord OC? Let me know. Jess's Magic Art says, sending love and kindness your way tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Jess's Magic Art. I haven't seen you in here for a while, so it's good to see you here. How's everything been going with you? Jess's Magic Art says, have I ever worked with Perion? No, I've never even heard of Perion. Who is that? Is that a Goetic demon? Is that a who is Perion? Never heard of that energy before. What do they specialize in? Elliot says, do I work with Saint Germain? I want to. I'm actually researching more information about him because I hear that he's still alive. Like he's an immortal and he's been around for like 400 to 600 years. And I find that to be so fascinating, guys. I find that to be so fascinating. So I am researching information about him because apparently he like I said, he's an immortal and he hasn't died. Some people say he is a vampire. Some people say he is a vampire. So I'm just very fascinated with the story of Saint Germain. So when I've researched more information about him, I will call out to him. But right now, I'm not working with him, but I definitely do. I definitely do want to in the future. All right, let's read more of your questions. So you say demons help enlightenment. Yes, they do. 100%. And I explained that just now. I'm not going to explain it again, so you can re-watch this live stream to get the information about that. All right, Lion King. I just explained that right now. Because somebody asked me, what are angels? And I went through all of that. And also you can watch my previous live stream, the difference between the right, the middle, and the left-hand path. I explain all of that. All right.
This is fun. Oh, almost tasted my coffee. What is that?
You say you do Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, Taekwondo, Hapkido, Ninjutsu. Wow. Okay, Lord OC, that's amazing. All those martial arts, beautiful. Love it. So do you teach it to other people or do you just do it for yourself? And also, do you have a black belt or in any of them, or like what color belt are you on right now? They made me fight 4 people back to back in the Crucible to become a Marine, and I won all of them. Oh wow. You're powerful, Lord OC. You're very powerful. So not only are you energetically powerful, you're also physically powerful. Just like me. Perion. Perion is from Ea Coetin, Kingdoms of Flame. He assists with wealth. Yeah, look, some people say that Ea Coetin is a fraud. I'm not sure. I've never worked with any of his rituals, so I can't tell you whether or not you should work with Perion. So just have discernment with that. I have never worked with any of Ea Coetin stuff, so I don't know what's going on with him. But a lot of people say to stay away from him. But I say, as always, use your discernment. Do not throw out the baby with the bathwater. If something works for you, then use it. If it doesn't, then toss it away.
I don't know. I think
But are you saying angels are bad? What do you think about paradise promised in Islam? Is it bad? It's the same thing in Christianity, Lion King, when they promise that you'll go to heaven if you get saved by Jesus. It's the same thing that Muhammad does there in the Quran. So yes, it's false. It's a counterfeit heaven. There's no paradise in Christianity or in Islam. It's just an astral realm that they want to lure you into to energy harvest off of you. There's no liberation to be found in Christianity or in Islam. None.
looks sweet. Just ask like how he is with other people. Yeah. Or something. But it's telling me now that when you're when she was visiting, like
You say you got to blue belt in Taekwondo, but we moved around a lot, so I had to stop. Afterwards, I got into Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, etc. Kapori, I don't know how to say that. Capoeira was the hardest one for my hands down, for me hands down, but it changed my body incredibly. Congratulations on getting to blue belt in Taekwondo. I'm pretty sure that was immense training, immense self-discipline. So well done. I know it wasn't easy. I just know that. But those life skills that you develop from martial arts will follow with you for eternity.
yeah.
So well done, Lord OC. Keep it up. Keep it up.
But yeah, and he was sober. He was. Because when he was drunk, remember like
Jessa's magic art says, did you practice the tree of death and the tree of life? Then reach the conclusion that the tree of life was false. Yes, 100%. That's exactly what I went through. I realized that angels are very deceptive and they don't free you from this wrong. Not in the way that the demons in the tree of death do. I compared the two and I'm like, yeah, no, they're just false light beings. Angels open you up to energy harvesting. That's why you find a lot of people on the right hand path and who into love and light, they are food for a lot of parasitic forces.
of the
You find that the love and light community suffer a lot with entity attachments because their auric field is broken. They have a lot of holes in their auric field from working with these love and light forces. Angels are never there to help you when you need them the most. They deserve no attention. Exactly, Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy. It's the same thing like Jesus. You call upon him, you pray to him, but he never seems to help you when you're in shit. But the demons, they come through, right? When you're in deep shit, you reach out to a demon They seem to help you instantly.
But I got lost. To the nurses. To the clinic. I want to take the bus going and get off there.
The tree of death taught me boundaries and self-love. Exactly. Same here. Same here.
So go all the way across. And the signs don't say natural signs. There's no signs.
How can you strengthen your aura? The most potent and fastest way.
No, it did.
Energy work. You have to do daily rituals. All right? Do daily energetic rituals. That can include meditation. That can include invocation. You know, invoking certain demons or spirits that you want to work with. That can include water rituals, fire rituals, air rituals. All right. Water rituals can be spiritual baths. Fire rituals can be working with candles or sitting in the sun. Air rituals can be burning sage, burning incense around your aura. Go into meditation, invoke demons. I'm telling you, all of this over time will strengthen your aura. All right. And of course, you can call back your energy every day to fortify your auric field. So, for example, you guys have all seen that video going around Instagram of saying, I call back my energy from every time, dimension, place, reality. Like, you can say that to yourself every single day. I do that. That will also help strengthen you, strengthen your aura. Visualizing with breathing, yes, you can do breath work. There's many things you can do.
Did you take it? No, that's what I'm saying. You must make.
Do I need to learn vampirism? Is it a necessary skill on the left-hand path? Yes. Learning psychic vampirism on the left-hand path is a necessary skill. You have to know how to vampirize dark energies before they vampirize you, right? Because when you're working with dark energies, they are feeding off of you. So you don't want to have them feed upon you. You want to feed upon them, right? You have to know how to pull in energy. How to pull in energy. Lion King says, with left hand, do you mean Tantra? Yes, the left hand path is Tantra. In its original state, it is Tantra.
I'll make it. I don't mind. That's the only thing I don't mind making.
What is Tantra? It stands for techniques. It's techniques, all right? People say Tantra is sex. That's the Western version of Tantra, which actually is not Tantra. I don't know what, like that is not Tantra, right? Real Tantra is energetic techniques that you do over a period of time. So energetic techniques like the meditation, the invocation, and all these things connect you with the divine. That's Tantra. So what do you think of practices like drinking and eating polluted substances to increase energy in Tantra? Yes. So I speak about that in my book, The Devil's Mark, that you can give, like for example, if you eat meat, you can give that as an offering to dark spirits. So for example, Lord Belial is Lord of the Earth. When you're eating meat, you can ask him to make you more grounded, right? Because meat is a very grounding food that you can eat, right? So when you're eating your meat, you say, Lord Belial, Lord of the Earth, I give you this meat as an offering to you to help me to become more grounded, to become more practical, right? So you're eating flesh, a rotten substance, to gain more enlightenment. Belial loves raw meat, yes. When you're having sex, while you're having sex, you can invoke Lilith and give her that sexual energy and ask her to increase your creative energy.
Oh, she was tiny. We even tried like buying those breads where you have to like cut them.
That was even worse.
Oh,
Because you eat
no. We
I
literally
think
butter. Yeah, we literally butter. So yes. And my mom said, never again.
No, but like drinking menstrual blood and so on.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, if it makes sense to you, you can drink your own menstrual blood and
Because they all just
dedicate that to like Hecate or something. You can do that, It's your own, you can personalize your own rituals. Like some people drink their own urine, right? Some people drink their own urine as a form of energetic dominance over their vessel. Like how an animal in nature, like a dog will pee in a certain area to mark its territory. So human beings do that as well with their energy field, their energy body. You drink your own urine to mark your territory, that hey, this human vessel is mine, and no parasitic forces or outside forces may come in. Right? That's why people drink their own urine. It's marking their territory within their energetic vessel. So you can do that.
chips. We used to wait for my grandmother because she was so stingy with those. Like you're gonna make mash with the whole thing. She didn't want to look for oil. So I put in the that.
Woody Wood says, "Do I do that? Do I do what? Do I do what exactly?"
so angry with me.
Drinking menstrual blood will cause obsession in the opposite sex. If you feed your menstrual blood to a man, like if you're a woman and you put menstrual blood in the food that you cook, yes, he will become obsessed with you, 100%. That's an old witch's technique to bind a man to you.
If I castrated.
Lord OC says werewolves pee and squirt on their partners to mark them. Laugh out loud. It's true. Yes, it's a form of energetic dominance.
So you can taste.
Ambitious says this is disgusting. It's not. I don't think it's disgusting. I think it's a form of protection. You're protecting what's yours. You're telling intruders that they don't belong here. Right? I don't think it's disgusting. I think it's nature. It's natural.
Let's book a house, guys.
And go problem.
Sorry for private question. In another video, you talked about the importance of celibacy, but does that mean no solo sex magic? You can do sex magic for yourself if you want. Just because you are celibate doesn't mean that. Actually, I think what you're referring to is being abstinent, right? There's a difference. So celibacy, you have no sex, not even with yourself. Whereas abstinence is you're abstaining from sexual intercourse with another human being, but you can pleasure yourself. So I think that's what you're referring to. So if you want to abstain from sex with another human being but still have sexual intercourse with yourself, then you can do that, because sexual energy is power. It's if you know how to redirect your sexual energy for yourself, you can use it to manifest and create the reality that you desire. All right, so you can definitely self-pleasure as a form of sex magic. You just have to redirect that energy towards what you intend to manifest. If you want more money, you want a house, you want a car, you want a relationship, you can do that.
Okay, cool. I'll book. I'll book. I hate Fenton actually.
Tell me again.
I've been to Fenton so many times. Oh,
William says, do I work with tarot cards? Yes, I do readings, William. So if you're looking for readings, please just email me and I can do that for you. All right.
oh, do you have work? It's like, no. I'm like, for real.
Jess's Magic Art says, what is one of your current magical goals? So right now, there's two things I'm working on. Number one is just spreading the message of the left-hand path online. All right, so I've done and completed my initiations, and I'm just looking to share this information with other people so that they can also reach their own divinity. I've reached my own divinity within, so I want to spread this message worldwide. I want my channel to grow. My YouTube, my Instagram, my TikTok. I want to spread this magical gnosis of the left-hand path. Number two, I am working on healing myself and issues I've gone through in the past, my own past traumas and all of that. I'm working on just being more and more in my true essence, my true energy, my true nature. I want to claim all parts of myself, everything. And then number three, actually I have three goals. I want to be in divine union with a counterpart. I want to be able to build my life with somebody who also believes in the left-hand path, and together we can kind of share our vision with the world. Like, I want to settle down with somebody, with a man who is inspired by the dark goddess, who walks the path of divinity sovereignty, and we can merge together and kind of just share our message of the left-hand path in the world. So those are the three things I'm kind of just working on right now at the moment. It's just teaching the left-hand path to other people, healing my past traumas, and wanting to merge with another human being, another man, to build our life purpose together, involving the left-hand path and the dark gods and goddesses. That's it, hey? That's it.
Then you can also how did that even come about? That's why they
You say, Jess's Magic Art says you can work with Demon Rosia to manifest your soulmate and reach this divine union to share the message of the left-hand path. Jess's, I'm currently working with Hecate to manifest my soulmate and my divine union. So, but thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. I do appreciate that you mentioned that demon, but I am already working with the goddess Hecate to do all of that. So I have gotten confirmation that I do have a divine counterpart. I have received confirmation in a dream that they are on their way. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited. You say that I like the third goal a lot. I resonate with that. Yeah, I want to settle down with somebody that's just as into the left-hand path as I am. I really do. Like, that is my dream, to just share life with somebody who loves the dark goddess as much as me. That's it. That's all I want to do. And then we make love. We go out on dates. We cook together. We maybe travel. You know, like, really, like we read books together. You know, we learn from each other. That's that's what I'm really down for right now, you know.
My in-laws hate us. And we
That's wonderful confirmation from Hecate. He's on the way. Yeah, no, she showed me a dream, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to meet him. Like, oh my gosh! But you know, he's on his own timeline. Like I'm on my own timeline, and you know, divine unions work in divine timing. You can't rush the process. So he's still like on his own path, learning his own lessons, just like I am. And within the right time, we will merge together on the right timeline. Our timelines will sync together. So when that happens, I'm gonna be so grateful. Really, I am.
It can actually work out. I'm relying
Hecate is serious business. I experienced my first real possession from her. Hecate doesn't play around. Oh my gosh, she is one of the most powerful dark goddesses I have worked with personally. She can teach you everything, witchcraft. She can help you with your descent into the underworld, right? To help you with the tree of death. She can manifest your soulmate, your divine counterpart. She can teach you so many things, so many things. She empowers you in ways that like I can't even speak on. Very powerful goddess to work with. Lord OC says that sounds like heaven. Laugh out loud, the real one. Yeah. That's what I'm living for right now. Is just that my purpose with the left hand path and my divine union. That's what keeps me going in life, you know.
Yes. Like with us, it's like too many women and less boys. And the women control the men.
I can see. I actually got the I don't even remember call from the same place. You have sorry. I thought we went to like the tube and she went to this the same way. The guys went there. Oh, sorry.
Women are too bad.
I love my sister. But I never want to go on.
Guys, I'm using up my data right now, so I may have to get offline because I fear it's gonna run out. So I may have to get going right now. So thank you everyone for being in the live stream. Hecate is so powerful that she is dangerous to those that don't take her seriously. Yeah, no, you don't want to play around when it comes to her energy. Not at all. You don't want to play around with her. If you're working with her, you have to be on point with your discipline, your practices, your rituals. You really have to come correct with her. Lord OC says, remember in consultation I told you he's on the way. I don't remember Lord OC, but if you did say so, then thank you. You were already predicting the future for me. So thank you for that. Jess's Magic Art says, I recommend getting a key for Hecate as an energetic offering. Yeah, good idea. I should definitely look into that. You are right about that. Thank you for that suggestion. Because that could unlock the timeline that I need to get to my soulmate. So thank you for that.
The girls are just yeah. Then it's gonna be nice.
Lord OC says, I consecrated my house keys to her. Beautiful, Lord OC. Absolutely gorgeous. I love that you did that. It shows how devoted you are to her. And she loves you for that. So thank you. The Dark Goddess says thank you. Hecate says thank you. Okay, guys, I'm going to get offline now because I'm using up my data and yeah, I don't have as much. So thank you for being online, guys. I do have services available. If you need consultations, you need spell work, help with pathworking the tree of death, if you need tarot readings, you need whatever it is that you need with my emails, all right? And I'll get back to you. So thank you everyone for being this live stream. I'll see you all soon. Take care and
Thank you. I'm